He has speed like Zab Judah.
Sticking him on the outside, and here comes the counter.
What a left hook!
He has power like Mike Tyson.
Walking down, breaking down, Brown.
And there it is, a left hook, a double uppercut.
And the boxing IQ to match both.
Man, every single time I fight in here, I get a knockout. Every single time I fight in here, I get a stoppage.
There must be something in the water in Brownsville, because it's produced another world champion. Bruce Shu Shu Carrington is the latest name added to that lineage, and he believes he'll be the one to hand Naoya Inoue his first defeat. This is the rise of Bruce Carrington. Welcome back to Fight Story.
I've been calling this dude out since, I would say, 2023. I see certain things that falls right into my style that he lacks. Yeah, I want to be the first guy to beat Naoya Inoue, man.
I've been working hard. I've been doing a speed bag, a pass like crazy. I've been sweating. I've been sparring with a lot of people that are not no joke.
Born on July 26, 1997 in Brooklyn, New York, Bruce Carrington's path toward boxing carried an air of inevitability from an early age. Growing up in Brownsville's Tilden houses, the sport offered structure in an environment that rarely did.
Let's hear it for Bruce Carrington.
Boxing became a way of life. From national championships to the Olympic trials, Carrington began making waves on the amateur circuit, and the name Shu Shu started to travel.
In the blue corner, Bruce Carrington.
But then, in November 2014, everything changed. His brother Michael was fatally shot, shaking the entire Carrington family.
It was like, this person is just gone. You're never gonna see them again. It's just super tough. It hurts so bad. Like, it's not even the death part that hurts. It's like afterward.
At first, Shu Shu spiraled, nearly giving up the sport he loved. But over time, he found the strength to return, dedicating every fight to his brother's memory.
He too brings the record of 1-0 into the ring.
Carrington made his professional debut in 2021 under Top Rank, stepping into the paid ranks after a decorated amateur career.
Good luck. The nickname Shu Shu means activity. Stand present, stand in the public eye.
The transition was measured. No rush, no chaos, just a controlled introduction to the professional game.
Took that shot. Oh, another right hand. This one shakes the legs of Stephen Brown, and here comes the onslaught of Shu Shu Carrington.
Shu Shu is slowly walking down, breaking down, Brown.
And there it is, a left hook, a double uppercut. The legs are bent, and down goes Brown in really bad shape. Those last two shots were just absolutely unnecessary, but he was up, and the referee didn't step in between the two fighters. What a finish from Shu Shu Carrington here in round number 2. It might be Shu Shu, but tonight he was a choo-choo train who just ran over Stephen Brown.
Yes, he was.
2 months later, Shu Shu returned against Yuri Andujar, looking to make another statement.
Brownsville to show out. He did last time out with a brutal knockout.
You see the flashy combinations, you see the big single shots from Carrington, but the jab is setting it all up. That's why he's able to eat it right now.
That uppercut, the body shot, a short right hand.
Shu Shu, that's what's going to happen. You don't get countered every time, so change things up. Use your feet instead. Jab, sticking him on the outside, and here comes the counter.
What a left hook! The leg is bent once again from Andujar. What a finish from hometown Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York. Bruce Shu Shu Carrington.
It's a bad boy right there. That's a bad boy right there. See, we talk about punching power in boxing. Everybody doesn't, power's not the same across the board. Sometimes you got to beat a guy up, and then the power shows up.
Next came Brandon Chambers, a step up in opponent meant to test the 25-year-old Carrington.
Protect yourself at all times. Touch him up. Good luck.
Too likable and caring. A generous man who would go and feed the homeless out of his own pocket.
Get another round if it keeps going this way, but yeah. Look. Woo.
He's on shaky legs, and now a left hook from Shu Shu Carrington, who said, I want to stay poised, and I'm going to put my punches together, and that's exactly how he's breaking down Chambers.
For the biggest fight of his life, because he knows that Shu Shu is talented.
Ooh, short
nice
right hand.
chopping. Right hand.
Of Chambers, there seemed to be another headbutt and then a combination of punches from Shu Shu Carrington. Nice body work from Shu Shu. This time, it's very different than the last round. He's taking his time, he's finding his openings, or creating them, as Shu Shu has Chambers pinned against.
But Shu Shu made light work of Chambers, finishing him in the second round.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Chambers doesn't want to get up.
10. That's it.
Fight is stopped by Harvey Dog as Shu Shu Carrington improves to 7-0.
Next came Luis Perozzo, a rugged veteran brought in to test Carrington.
There's that 1-2 combination from Shu Shu Carrington and that speed on the inside, and then a left hook from the fighter out of Brooklyn.
Perozzo thought he wanted to be there.
In against the toughest fighters and up-and-comers, as you see the right hook from Shu Shu Carrington with a right hook. Ooh, and that's exactly what Kei Kuroma asked for. Why aren't you bumping him when you're on the inside? Bump and punch.
Carrington is dangerous when he feels like he's got his fighter on the way, hurt and reeling. And he realizes that his size, good shot from Carrington.
And that was a left uppercut, Dre. The
flush, good sneaky right hand right there because he threw it.
What was it Jordan said?
Difficult or not easy, but yet still dominate and still learn and ultimately still win in the process.
That's a nice check left hook as Carrington was countering and now he's digging down. He's so close. That's the third time this round, and there it is. A two-punch combination with 43 seconds left, Dre. It's
Bruce Shu Shu Carrington.
Next came Angel Contreras.
Touch your gloves. Go with the belt.
No doubt about it, he's looking down on him. He's saying, son, I like what I see.
Being considered one of the next great prospects in the sport can come with a lot of pressure, and while that might be too much for some,
every now and then he'll dig down to the body, and you see right there, just react. And that sends a message to your opponent as well.
absolutely.
Sends a message. Ooh, look at that, getting off onto the angle right there. You know, when he does let his hands go, oh my goodness, look at that. Up and down, switching, going to the left, going to the right, going down to the body, stepping back. And he's going to get stronger and stronger. And he's going to find creative ways to get guys like this up out of there, as you can see right now.
And one thing I always notice with Shu Shu, the eyes. Quick combination on the inside. Lets Cachorro throw his shots and then makes him pay with the uppercut and a right hook.
Shu Shu's quick hands and superior boxing skills were on display as he comfortably outpointed Contreras to earn his 9th career victory.
Shu Shu Carrington.
With the tension around Carrington beginning to build, Shu Shu looked to make a statement against Jason Sanchez.
Not only the life, but the outlook of Shu Shu Carrington into the focused Xander Zayas will open up the card on ESPN. He's with Mark Creek.
Well, Shu Shu is along the ropes. Yeah, so I always tell you never to be along the ropes, but when you're able...
Nice jab, that left hook, and Sanchez is in trouble. And Shu Shu Carrington wants to finish the fight right here, right now, in the second round. Woo! And down goes el Alacrancito. The Scorpion has been stung. 10 seconds left here. The toughness of Sanchez to get up from that shot. Trying to hold on to hear that final bell in the second round. And down goes Sanchez once again. And the fight is over. What a finish from Bruce Shu Shu Carrington.
And he did just that, closing the show with a vicious second round finish.
Bruce Shu Shu Carrington.
Shu Shu was aiming for another knockout finish, this time against Bernard Torres.
Times. Touch gloves now. Come on, fighting at the bell.
He stopped him.
Look, the better the competition, the better Shu Shu fights. Ooh.
Torres getting to the...
See, the battle with the southpaw is always dangerous. The southpaw is...
Things could really open up. Could this be the year where Shu Shu Carrington, there's a check, catches him with the right hand to close out. There's a good example of being calm in the pocket right there. There's a lead right hand from Carrington. And the body has landed 17 body punches at this point, punching between the punches.
Through the early rounds, Torres came to fight.
See how he delivers.
Good headshot that time on the inside. Uppercut and a big knockdown score. My oh my!
But a brutal right hand ended it, knocking him out cold.
Scored devastating power from Shu Shu, Brooklyn born.
Man, y'all make me want to turn up every single time, man. Every single time I fight in here, I get a knockout. Every single time I fight in here, I get a stoppage. I love y'all. Y'all feed off your energy. Y'all keep doing y'all thing, and I'm gonna keep doing my thing.
For Carrington's next fight against Bryan DeGracia, Naoya Inoue was in attendance, scouting a potential future move into the featherweight division.
At all times, touch gloves. Good luck to both of you.
He really had 10 days notice. However, you could go back weeks and weeks because the original opponent. Coming to the end of round number 1 with Shu Shu, Carrington, and DeGracia. Good exchange to close it out. Then our main.
So what Shu Shu's trying to do, he's trying to get him to work. He's trying to get him to overwork himself, wear himself down. And
oh, good left hand!
There it is.
Shu Shu lands a left hand at the end of round 2.
Nice, just rolling the shoulders right there.
And then a left hook to the body. Oh, he got caught as he tried to open up with an uppercut. DeGracia said, I'm going to take some risks.
Set traps. Again, that left hook is what he's looking for. Ooh, big shot. Combination on the inside.
3-punch combination.
No, that's a part of boxing as well. You got to be able to sense that.
See the blood?
And that killer instinct. Here it comes.
Here he comes. Shu Shu, Carrington turning it on here and scores the knockdown.
He smelled it. 5, 6, 7, 8. For DeGracia.
There's a combination on the inside, and he nearly puts him through the ropes. Second knockdown scored.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Shu finally corrals him. Uppercut on the inside. 3 left hooks, and this fight is over. As he says, right here in New York City. How do you like your guy, locals?
And now you know who else has a lot of belts?
Who?
Naoya Inoue, the man who is in the crowd.
For sure.
I know that that's a name that you've been mentioning. Why is it that his presence here is so important to you?
I mean, well, you know, it's interesting that, you know, he's here, he came to watch, and he's leaving right now, so obviously he came to watch me. You know, I'm ringing bells and I'm making noise, and that's what we plan to do, continue to do in our career, and I definitely want to make that fight happen sometime soon.
By 2024, the featherweight division was on fire. Angelo Leo had taken the IBF crown with a sensational knockout of Alberto Lopez.
Ramirez has to do something. He has to do something.
Espinosa sending him back against the ropes. Ramirez
Rafael Espinoza shocked the division by defeating heavy favorite Robesi Ramirez to claim the WBO title. Nick Ball edged out a close decision against Raymond Ford to capture the WBA title, and Stephen Fulton edged out a decision to claim the WBC championship. With Carrington positioning himself well among the title rankings, the fight against Suleiman Segawa was an important one.
Green, tap it up, let's go to work.
In Bruce Shu Shu Carrington. How big is Sula Segawa back home?
But what makes Segawa so dangerous is his punch output. He's
been affected by gun violence in his life, in his neighborhood, in his family, but he's been able to overcome and be forged into a great fighter. And it's guys like Jermaine Ortiz, Abraham Noble, nice left hook there from Segawa.
He hurt him.
And we'll see how Shu Shu deals with this combination.
Shu Shu was buzzed for a split second.
Segawa came to fight. He pressed forward and gave Carrington some trouble in the early rounds.
Shu Shu lets his hands go. Segawa answers the call.
Over a hometown fighter who's undefeated like Carrington, but he's got to deal with those right hands, whether it's to the body or to the head, and it looks like the body is more effective for Carrington. left there from Sagawa as he puts a combination together.
That's exactly what you look.
Nothing has yet been determined. That was a nice counter left, though. Now it's movements that people can read. Nice counter left.
Nice counter.
But Carrington rallied, displaying his superior boxing skills and earning a majority decision victory.
What did you learn tonight?
Man, just learn to deal with the off tempo. We got to get back on having more dominant performances. But as long as we got the W at the end of the day, we still good.
Eager to impress, Carrington returned against Jose Vivas, hoping to deliver a standout performance.
And being interviewed and has shown his charisma since he was an 8-year-old out in Brown is evident early on.
Oh, and that right hand is evident too. I'm a little bit too close. I know he's trying to have some sort of control and keep something in Vivas' face. However, I was like, man, the right hand is available for Vivas if he sees it round and one to do so.
Nice right uppercut again.
However, again, it's dangerous. You don't want to get caught cold.
Now let's see if Carrington wants to do this over 10 rounds. And you see the overhand right landing for Vivas once again. The answer, a double right. Overhand right and uppercut, and down goes.
And it only took the second round for Shu Shu to land his combination.
6, está bien. 7, 8, camina para mí. Manos para arriba. Está vivo. Vamos, cuídate. Box.
A minute and 5 seconds left here in the second round. And Shu Shu feeling that there's an opening for that right uppercut. Vivas coming right in unprotected, and that's not what you want to do against a sharpshooter like Shu Shu Carrington. Ooh, what a slapping right hand, a right uppercut from Shu Shu, and he's looking to finish this fight. 2 decision wins. He doesn't want to make it 3. The legs are wobbly, and Shu Shu is on top of Vivas here in the second round. Oh, another slapping right hand. Vivas' legs are not under him. And the punishment that Carrington doled out after Vivas got up was impressive, but there that left legs are going. Look, what a right lead right from Shu Shu Carrington, and now he's just going to let Vivas walk right into something. And there it is. That's a good stoppage from Raul Jr. He wasn't throwing punches.
Nick Ball, yeah, I want that. WBC, Stephen Fulton, yeah, I want that. Let's get this working, bro. Let's get this working. I want to fight all y'all.
Carrington had finally earned a shot at the WBC interim world title, but Mateus Haida stood in his way.
Touch him up. Good luck.
You know, Timmy, when we were just up on the set, and you brought up, you said trap fight, right? Yeah. You don't know a lot about a guy like Haida.
So I'm interested in the activity of Haida. Okay, again, 70 punches on average first round.
There's a right hand as he followed Shu Shu straight back.
That was fantastic from Shu. You know, slipping, rolling shots. What I say, he gives me instructions.
Yeah, but Timmy, you didn't really even care if a guy had punching power.
And sooner or later, Shu Shu's going to start landing shots like that.
There's that countering opportunity.
Clean right hands.
That left hook is nearly available as well.
Get him rolled up.
Oh, that nice short right hand worked, didn't it? He shortened up that right hand in the midst of the 3-punch combo. Rafael Espinosa, the featherweight champion.
Oh, yeah. I'm saying, I'm getting this right now before he even get even better. Make the fight happen. That's what I'm saying.
Have been to the body. He's landed 53 body connects as he goes to the body. There were 2 punches to get it going. You see the level changes.
Shu Shu showed there were levels to the game. With sharp combinations and quick counters, he dominated the fight and set up a future clash with the champions.
Easy pickup of the interim world championship.
I see you in the crowd. I want you, bro. You already know. My team has called your team. I want to fight. I want to fight you. I want to fight Nick Ball. I want to fight Stephen Fulton because I see he's not occupied. Yeah, but you have a fight in September. You don't have an opponent yet. Yeah, come talk. I would love to get it in there.
I am fighting for the world title in Madison Square Garden, the big room in New York City. It's like, you can't chuck it up any better than that at this point. And I feel like it's been set up for me to succeed and to succeed in emphatic fashion.
The moment had finally arrived. The WBC world title on the line in Carrington's hometown on a massive Ring 6 card. It was time to perform against Carlos Castro.
Carrington saying winning this title is not enough for me. I want to show out.
From the opening bell, Carrington boxed with confidence and control.
Carrington just waits until he stops jabbing. He counters him away.
good uppercut. Now he's lighting him up. This is what the crowd wants to see. Right hand right on the ear. That could be damaging. Castro's foot in his tracks. And Carrington's putting in the work.
Beautiful combination. Difficult as well. I mean, Shu Shu, you saw that last exchange. He was comfortable there on the inside. There's a good uppercut combination.
Yeah, that right.
A boxer like Shu Shu Carrington, when he's this sharp.
Oh, that might.
But in the fourth, Castro clipped him, and the momentum briefly shifted.
Castro's letting him off the hook. He should be going caution to the wind right now.
Carrington not tied. He's going to punch back with it.
Castro not going to the body. I mean, it's a time to recover there in the corner. Got to get back on that stick.
Oh, big jab by a right hand. This could be the moment Carlos Castro's looking for.
Counter right though from Shu Shu as well. Wow, big shot to Castro detonating on the head.
Oh, and again a right hand from Castro. Why isn't Castro having similar success that he did earlier exchanges as Carrington pops some big shots? There's another one. The flashes of power in those middle rounds. There's a right hand.
Then, in the ninth round, he unleashed a knockout of the night shot.
That was a big shot right on the tip of the chin. Doesn't take power, takes accuracy, and Carrington has it.
And it's over. Shu Shu in his big step.
Bruce Carrington emerged as the new WBC featherweight champion, his arrival at the top finally complete.
When I say Shu York, y'all say city. Shu York! Shu York!
The people say it themselves, man. You know, it was a great showing, and I just can't wait to get back in there. I'm super excited to see what the future holds for me. And you guys, y'all already know how I'm with it. I want all of the champions.